What is good, guys, man? Thank you for tuning back into the channel, man. If you're new, make sure you hit that sub button down below to be notified for every single video that I do drop, man. And how you know you're notified, man, is once you hit that bell button. And when you hit that bell, you press all. That's how you know you're notified for every single video that I do drop, man. And also, go follow the Instagram. The link is down below in the description, man. We're almost at 100 followers. So once we get to 100 followers, we definitely going to drop some awesome content on there, man. I'm sorry I missed 2 days, guys. I'm truly sorry. I have been consistent from January 1st to now. I just moved, so we had to get the Wi-Fi set up. So that's why I missed 2 days. So for that, 2 videos today, man. And I'll probably do 2 videos every day from now on for the rest of the month, man. But as you can see by the title, she says she had a spirit spouse because of this. Must watch and listen. Y'all comment down below exactly what y'all think, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man.
A lot of persons always wonder if name has significance. Like, I could just name myself anything. I remember when I was in college, a young Christian just got converted. And so I named myself Miss Ineluctable, which naturally means unable to be resisted sexually. Unable to be resisted, not knowing that that name was attracting some form of spirits. So what would happen?
Y'all, I don't know what's going on with her music. She got the sad music and some gospel music in the background. I don't know, but I hope y'all can hear her.
Would that after I took on this name, what would happen would be like people would see me and say, "Oh, you have seductive eyes," and all this sexual stuff they would mention to me, and I would wonder, like, why is it that people are, they would act overly sexual with me. They would say, "Oh, you have seductive eyes," "Oh, you have your sex appeal in your forehead," and things like that. And I would wonder, like, what is going on? Like, what's wrong with these people? Not knowing that the name that I attached to myself was attracting these spirits. People would even tell me that, "Oh, I am gonna rape you. If I don't get you, I'm gonna rape you," and those things, like, it triggered something, like some traumatic thing that had happened before that time, and I was saying, like, why is these things always happening to me? I remember I would go to bed and I would have these dreams where incubus and succubus spirits would come and try to seduce me in my sleep, and I didn't understand at the time what was going on or what is the significance of this thing. So I didn't pay it any much mind. I didn't pay attention to it. And afterwards I realized that my stomach would hurt. I would have this pain in my stomach, not knowing what was happening, not realizing that I opened up the avenue for these spirits to come and target me, for these spirits to come and seduce me, these spirits to come and attach themselves to me. These spiritual husbands and spiritual wives would come and attach themselves to me. I did not know, based on the name that I gave myself. This name that I gave myself, what it did was it opened up avenues for spiritual spouses to attach themselves to me. I had a spiritual spouse and I didn't even understood. I didn't even know that I had a spiritual spouse until I realized that it was affecting my natural life. I realized that it was affecting who I was, how I operate, and all that stuff. And my friend, he called me one day and he was like, "Listen, I need you to change that name that you have on Facebook." And I'm like, "What name are you talking about?" He said, "That name that you have on Facebook is the reason why you are going through what you're going through." Mind you, I didn't tell him anything. I didn't tell him what was happening. We were in 2 different parishes. I didn't tell him what was happening or anything, but he told me to change that name. And so I went to bed, and the same thing happened again. And I woke up in the wee hours of the morning and I went to pray. And I woke up in the early morning. The Spirit of the Lord woke me up at that time. As I said, I was a young Christian. I didn't really understand, but I was zealous. And so the Spirit of the Lord woke me up in the wee hours of the morning, and I started praying. And some of the things that I was praying about, I didn't even understand what I was praying about. But then I started to throw up I started to throw up, and I realized that that was me going through self-deliverance from this spirit. And so I called my friend and I explained what was happening, and he finished what I started. So I just want to share this testimony to let some people know that your name has a significance. Your names that you call yourself, name that you give yourself, name that you allow people to call you, it has a spiritual significance and it can affect you naturally. Be careful what you allow people to call you. Be careful what you call yourself. The names that you give yourself will attract whatever spirit it is that your name manifests. And so we see where Jacob, his name meant supplanter, and he tricked his brother out of his birthright. He played out what was attached to the name. And so not only that, he wasn't just the one that was playing out things, like things was happening to him based on the name that he had. We see where he desired Rachel, and his father-in-law gave him Leah instead. He supplanted him, so the name that he had attract what it meant. So not only did what his name attract, he also had it done to him based on the name that he was given. So be careful what you allow. Be careful what you allow people to call you. The names that you allow people to call you, it has a significance. We even see it happen with Abraham. His name that he had caused him to attract barrenness. Him and Sarah. The name attract barrenness, and so they lived out their lives being barren because of a name. And so the Lord had to change his name and give him the name that aligned with what was in the heavens concerning him. So he said, no longer will your name be called Abram, but you will be called Abraham. So you see, your name has significance. The names that you allow persons to call you, the names that you even call yourself, will stop you from reaching where God wants you to be until He changes your name in order to change your situation, or you change your name in order to change your disposition. Don't allow anyone to call you anything other than what God has called you in the spirit. Be careful. Be careful what you allow people to call you, and be careful what you call yourself. The names that you give to yourself, the names that you allow yourself to be called or addressed as, is all it will reflect in the spirit. So be careful. Don't allow anyone to call you anything outside of what God calls you in the spirit, of what you were created to be. Don't let anyone call you outside of that. Get to know your spiritual name. Get to know the name that God calls you, and go by that name in order to propel your ministry, your destiny, your assignment, your mandate into full effect, so that you can walk in the purpose that God has placed you here to walk in. Don't allow yourself to miss out on your assignment because of a name that you allow people to call you, or a name that you have given yourself. God bless you.
Well, man. Y'all heard what she said. Yeah. I mean, some people can put word curses on you, call you whatever out the book and whatever, and it can be a word curse towards you. And in her case, she had a spirit spouse. You know, y'all comment down below what y'all think. I really couldn't hear everything because of her music that was playing. So, oh man, I don't know why she had two music things playing at the same time. But y'all comment down below what y'all think about her video. And stay tuned for the next video for today, man. At the end of my videos, I always say stay inspired, stay motivated, stay grinding. Until next video, I'm out of here. Peace.